So I'm going to make 3 simple mask shapes inspired and influenced by Picasso's love of African art. So I've got a piece of A4 paper and I'm going to chop it into 3 different bits. So I've got 3 chances to come up with an interesting portrait based on African masks. So this one I'm going to fold in half and I'm going to make it symmetrical. So both sides will be the same. It will be a mirror image. So I've got one mask that is symmetrical. So I'm going to make this mask on purpose not symmetrical. So I'm going to fold it in half so that I know I've got this space to be making a particular kind of face shape with. So I'll go right up to the middle line and then I'll stop. Then I'll turn it around and change the other side of the face so it's not symmetrical. So I've done that on purpose, okay? So I've got a mask shape that's not symmetrical. And on this last one, I'm just going to try and make a shape that looks different than this one or that one. Because it's about giving yourself a little bit of choice when you experiment. So I might have the bottom half of the face the same and then the top half being a little bit different. There, so I've got 3 different mask shapes to play with. So now I'm going to look at the overlapping shapes in Picasso's work and try to add facial features to these. So remembering that when we look at Picasso's work, you don't particularly have an eye right next to an eye, okay? It's often quite different. So if I draw an eye there, and whilst I'm looking at his paintings, I'm doing this. And so I'm going to make sure that that eye is purposely lower because I don't want it to be symmetrical. I'm looking at what other shapes. So the painting that I'm looking at right now, he's got rectangular shapes to make a nose and nostril. So I'm going to use rectangular shapes to make a nose and nostril. And he also uses triangles of the painting that I'm looking at right now. So I'm going to add a triangle to that. And then I'm going to add a cheek. And now I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm going to look at a different painting because I want to try and borrow lots of different things from different paintings. So the one I'm looking at now, she's got quite dramatic eyelashes and she's actually got a tear in her eye. So I'm going to add a tear to that one. And what else can I copy? There are some quite interesting large lips, so I'm going to copy those. So that's one of my masks now finished, and I'm going to work on the other 2 and I'm going to then show you what they turn out like, and every one I'm going to make slightly different because I'm going to look at a slightly different Picasso painting.